Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Well, we have the Juneteenth Pageant coming up here very, very soon. And this is Miss Carol Williams, the one, the only, working with that event. So please tell me what's going on, not just for the pageant, but also for Juneteenth in general this year.
Okay. So the Juneteenth Pageant is kind of the kickoff for the Juneteenth activities for the month. The pageant is this Saturday, June the 3rd. It's at 5 o'clock. We're really excited about it. We have 9 girls that are participating to be the Miss Juneteenth Queen.
Okay.
And like I said, we're just really excited about the prospect of it.
And what do these girls do? Do they just sign up earlier on in the year, and then do they perform? Do they do certain acts that they have like in regular pageants?
Right. So there's a process initially. They can sign up to be in the pageant. They have to just meet the criteria to be a participant. At that time, we go through a kind of a program process. We have a retreat. We work with the girls on history. It's a socialization part. They learn about being in pageants. The main part is learning about the history and their culture and kind of going from there. The night of the pageant, they'll have to do a talent.
Okay.
They had to write an essay prior to the pageant. They'll do evening wear, the typical pageant stuff. The talents are great. The talents are great this year. So I just encourage people to come. It just gives the girls an opportunity to really display their potential and show the talent they have and kind of present themselves to the community and be a queen.
Yes, I was going to say, show off their royalty there.
Right.
That's wonderful.
Right.
And, is anyone open to come out to this? Are we all allowed to come and watch the pageant?
Yes, the pageant, like I said, is Saturday at 5 o'clock. It's free to the public. We encourage the whole community to come out and see these young ladies. They've worked hard. It's at Washburn University, and it is free and open. We don't take any money, but we do take donations if you want to contribute to the Juneteenth process as a whole. And
so you mentioned the women learn history, a lot of their history. Do you mind describing what that process is like for me?
Well, we utilize people in our community to help us with this. One of the things that the girls learned about, even I learned about, we went to the Colored Women's Club here in Topeka. It's a club from the 40s and 50s that Black women established. People here in Topeka, they learned all about that history. Of course, they learned about Juneteenth history. American history, just a source of different kinds of history. But the Colored Women's Club was kind of amazing to me because I didn't know about it either.
I was going to say, I didn't realize that was even here.
It's over off of Lincoln. And it, I think, gave them an opportunity to learn that women here in Topeka were doing great things that have become a part of history. And them being a part of this Juneteenth process really makes them a part of history too.
They can do the same thing.
Right, they can do the same things and that kind of thing.
And as far as other events going on for Juneteenth, what else is happening this year?
Like I said, the pageant is just kind of a kickoff. We have the Unity Walk on the 5th. On the 10th, there's the Juneteenth Parade. On the 17th, there's the big celebration. In between those things, there's also some youth nights. There's a gospel extravaganza. There's a whole list of Juneteenth activities for the month that we encourage everyone to come to. A lot of times, people think that Juneteenth is just for African Americans. It's not. It's part of the American history. We want people to come out and learn about Juneteenth. It's really about fellowship. It's about learning about culture. It's a whole process that we want everybody in the Topeka community to be a part of, not just African Americans.
And where can the people that are out there that really want to be a part of these events, where can they find all the information?
The information is on the Topeka Family and Friends Facebook page. Topeka Family and Friends Juneteenth Celebration Facebook page, www.ttfjc.org. That's the website. That'll give you all the information about all the activities that are available for you to participate in during Juneteenth this month in June.
Wonderful. Well, please, thank you so much, Ms. Williams, for coming on here, but definitely come out this Saturday to Washburn University, June 3rd, to go ahead and watch those wonderful women show off their talents and get to, you know, show who they are and show that they are a queen, right?
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
All right, well, we will be back with more Fox 43 AM Live right after this. We're